They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the USC Trojans offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, and having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Got his man. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Trojans are facing third and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Lots of running room. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
After the run, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Mayava. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And the Trojans will snap it on first and 10. They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Strachan. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Trojans have taken it inside the 20. Run in the red zone. It's Jordan. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Got it in the middle. It's Lane. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This is certainly one way to play great defense. Just play keep away with your offense. This drive will not end. 3rd down coming. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Splits the uprights. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense has its first opportunity of the day. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could take to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. One of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Fires to the big fella. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the noses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go Philly.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Here's the heat. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gets rid of it. The short hands, it's Lane. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get
wide open spaces. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down. The Eagles are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's French. The quick out.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. And the Eagles with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's held. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught over the middle, it's Cobb. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Mayava. He'll take a deep shot here. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
To the air on 2nd down. He tries to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. He'll keep it himself. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Give to the running back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To throw, it's French. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls it in. It's Gary. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 11 to Western Kentucky. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Mayava. Gonna take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't make the connection in the defense, putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mayava. The short hands, it's Lane. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run play action. Rush is on him. Quarterback strolling away from heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
He makes the catch. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. the offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's French. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Caught on the outside, it's Brown. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. New set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. And they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. To the ground to try to move the chains. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Helms. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The RPO fired complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Reads it, fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Dropping back, it's French. Bringing the heat. Touchdown, Eagles! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And you're really starting to see the chemistry that this guy is developing with his quarterback. They hooked up for a touchdown in the first game. They do it again here. These two are on the same page.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. He just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's French. Got a man, it's Cobb. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pocket breaking down. Grab near the sticks. It's Helms. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Gary. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Not a lot on the... But they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
On the double. 29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. At the 45 on its way. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The offense changing the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Going with the ground game left. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes a connection. He steps out right on the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Going downfield for the big play. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He uncorks one deep. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They want to run it left here. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line, it's Dallas. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Cobb.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking for a man. It's French. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a catch along the sidelines, but he's going to lose yardage. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Complete to the right. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The Trojans want to move quickly.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. They're
going to throw it over the top of the D. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. The Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw, it's French. Firing deep. He's got it on the right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. The field goal is no good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of the season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.